Okay, so I'm telling this story in English because it happened in English mostly. So Joan Nestle, who's a very well-known lesbian or queer Jewish writer in America, had written, she's written a lot of wonderful stuff. And when she first came to Australia, we met and she asked me whether I would translate a piece that she wrote called Our Gift of Touch into Yiddish. And it's a piece that she wrote for women in prisons about the importance of touch and about lesbian relationships in prison. And so, yeah, it was a really, really wonderful honour to be able to translate it. And as I'm translating it, I come to this line, which is something like, I moan until I come. And I thought, how do I say moan in Yiddish? And so I looked up the Weinreich, the same one that didn't have lesbianke in there. And the only words for moan are krächzen and jensen and teine, right? They're all moan with complaint. So this is clearly not what she's doing. So I phoned my father and I said, Dad, wie sagt man, du weißt, wenn man hat sexuelle Beziehungen, wie sagt man moan auf Yiddish? And my father's like, ich weiß nicht. And he asked my mother. She couldn't think of a word either. My beautiful father. He phoned all over Melbourne and took a poll, from his generation, how to say the word moan in Yiddish. And he phones me back and he says, ich hab zwei Wörter. I've got two words. Ich hab brummen, which is like roar, und ich hab bruken, which is like purr. And I thought, I like the sound of both. They're very different though. So, as a translator, I feel a great sense of responsibility to be accurate to the original. So I phoned up Joan and I said, Joan, I know we've only just met. We don't know each other very well, but for the sake of translation, I need to ask you, when you moan when you're coming, do you purr or do you roar? And I could hear her smile down the phone as she goes, honey, I roar. So, woman. But yeah, I just love that community, even though this was a strange thing for them to be asked how to translate a writing about sex, they had no hesitation in finding the Yiddish word. So, yeah.